Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the son. So today we are continuing with our theme from last week, which would be a mom and son date.
Son date.
But then this time, ako naman yung magtatanong. I'm the one who'll be asking the question. So if you guys didn't get to have a chance to listen to it, please check it out. It's our episode last week, the Mom and Son Podcast. Mom and Son Date Part 1. So ito naman, Part 2.
Okay, so as we said in last week's episode, we're doing this in order to give you ideas on how to conduct your conversation with your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, kahit boyfriend, girlfriend, friend. Asking meaningful questions. Parang merong prepared questions ako last week that Anton had not seen, and then I asked him those questions.
Just so that maiba naman from the how
usual.
are you, how was your day, ganon. Okay, so we go into, I have around 5-ish questions kasi may mga follow-up.
But let's go first to my place of date.
Okay, sige. Where do you wanna go?
So, kami kasi nun, our idea of a date, pwede kang, kung may budget ka, mag-dinner ka muna, tapos, you go to a tugs-tugs place.
Okay.
We used to call that the disco. During our time, mga uso yung mga faces, rumors, and anong say mo, umuuso ulit ngayon.
Yeah. I've always liked it naman. I've always been vocal din about how I envy the mga parties back in your day. If that's how they were, talaga how they're described to me, yung intrigue dancing.
Oo.
But everybody's there to dance talaga.
Yeah, we were there to dance, and somehow, parang, if there's this one song, meron kayong uniform choreography.
Yeah,
somehow,
like everybody
there's like
knows.
A basic step. So,
Yeah, so it's really the universal language, parang ganun.
Oo. So, ngayon, it's being revived,
Yeah.
And actually, it's a batchmate of mine and her husband who does that at Wildflower.
Sige, let's get to the questions na. Okay, so sakto nga that you mentioned about how it was before and how we're bringing it back now. So it's something to do with time. With your time here, what do you think, as of today,
So, ito na yung mga questions mo that I hadn't seen.
What is your biggest accomplishment?
Okay. So, nandito na tayo sa after nag-disco-disco tayo. Nandito na tayo sa quiet. Kumakain na tayo ng warm merienda. What is my biggest accomplishment? It's our family. Dun, 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 dun. So, what does that mean? My marriage with Papa. I am very, very proud to be happily married for the last 30 years to my favorite person in the world. We really, I think at least, have this wonderful relationship. It's romantic, it's friendship, it's partnership, because we are each other's biggest supporter. And part of that wonderful marriage is really how we brought the three of you up. So there's Martin, Enrique, and you. I'm just so very proud that, as you said nga during the launch of my first book, di ba? My mom is so proud that he thought we were worth writing about in a book. So
yeah, and
there.
we also talked about this. At least us three, you, me, and Papa, in that episode we had a few months ago to celebrate your 3 decades nga together.
Yes.
Okay, well, that was I guess that'd be like a warm-up question because it's kind of clear naman. And it's also
we've
from
discussed
your
that na, no?
advocacy. Yeah, to know. But it's nice. It's still nice to talk about every time, every now and then. Okay, let's go to our next question.
Question number 2.
Okay, this is something a little more how to say, individual or personal. Okay, so connecting to how your biggest accomplishment is your family, you spend most of your time, if not all your time, raising us, developing a relationship with Papa. When do you find the time to have me time? You time. So,
so
when
me
is your
time.
me time?
Ito ang secret ko. Kaya hindi ako naloka-loka ng husto. When I decided to become a fulltime homemaker, I knew na kung ino-A ko to masyado, I might end up resenting you.
You might get burnt out also.
Yes. Kasi I would see that di ba yung parang naloko na yung hair, gulo-gulo na. So, para bang I would always be very conscious that I was filled in my own love tank so that I could give something. Kasi if you scraped out all the love out of your tank, puro mga tira-tira lang yung mabibigay mo. I didn't want that.
You can't pour out if you are empty
yes,
yourself. So how did you
How did I do that? Okay, so first is if you remember, siguro nga batang-bata ka pa nun, sina Kuya Marty, I tried to pick them up from school every day. Pero nakakabuisit. My gosh. Nakakainis ang traffic.
And that was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tapos mainit. And then syempre kayo, maglalaro muna kayo. So whenever you'd come after my waiting for, I don't know, half an hour or longer, na syempre mainit na ulo ko, I noticed, nagiging masungit na ako. Na, what did you do? Lalalala, you know naman that mama's here waiting na. Lalalala. So I decided na it may defeat the purpose of being there to catch your stories fresh from school.
Kung inis ka.
Oo, kung inis ako. May driver naman tayo. So naisip ko, sige, Koya, ikaw na sumundo. And I will just be waiting at home. Ready with the merienda and then the homework time. So yun. So para bang I made sure that I was not empty. Dahil nakakapikon yun mauubos ka talaga pagka ganon. And I would also, I don't know if you recall this, whenever we had our homework time, syempre may kanya-kanyang moods din, And whenever I would be not in a good disposition, I would warn you Kasi sabi ko, mama is not in a good mood right now Para yung attitude nyo rin. Hindi na kayong, syempre pag nag-homework, hindi na kayo ganun ka-playful so that we could make use of our time more efficiently. Yung mga ganun. And I would always, basta I would make it a point to go out with my friends. Oo. Tapos, without you.
Or without Papa also.
Yeah, kung kaya naman Kasi nga, kuminsan napapansin ko kasi, if you bring also your child, na distract ka din So, when I go out with my friends, as much as possible, lalo na nung super kulit stage pa kayo, I didn't have to bring you na. Para nakafocus din ako. And then, you know what happens? Pagka uwi ko, parang miss ko kayo. And naligayahan na ako, na full na ang aking love tank.
So parang the distance makes the heart grow fonder. Parang ganun, na it's not to be 100% the best version. You can't 100% always, every second be there.
Yes. You also have to have other aspects of life kasi. Hindi pwedeng sinubsub. Lalo na kung sanay ka na mga pa-career woman effect ka, Dapat meron ka rin on the side. So, I would I would read a lot. Then, tapos, kung meron akong mga gustong attendan na mga talk, mga ganyan, I would do that.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
Okay.
Para naman, I am still into myself.
And that's how you find the balance also of being your own person, even if you and Papa are together na for 30 years, diba? Na you still have your own lives and you still do your own things without each other. Okay. Moving on na to the topic of...
Oh, wait. Nag-ano pa ako I took up painting, photography.
And poet and literature. Writing.
Oh, yeah, writing.
Ayan.
Yes. So, that's what I'm doing now. So, yung mga ganun ba?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's why uso nga yung when titas take Zumba or yoga together, mga ganun. That's also something important also for the health of the relationship. Diba?
Yes.
Okay. Now moving on to the topic of aging. We sort of touched into this topic also, but I wanted to bring it back to this conversation. Do you have that fear? Do you have a fear, if any, of getting old?
Okay.
And how do you define it? Is it more of the physical capabilities lang, or is it the fear of what happens after life?
Okay. Sige. So, there are two aspects there, di ba? When you say the fear of getting old, number one is the physical aspect. Siyempre, magiging kulubuters ka na. Especially, kumbaga, ano ba to? Hindi sa pagyayabang, because I would always be given the remark that I look younger than my age.
Yeah.
And in fact, during PTCs, lagi nyo sinasabi pa no, teacher, you guess how old mama is? Mga ganyan. And then I would stop you. Tama na, baka napipilitan na si teacher. Anyway, so honestly speaking...
Did any teacher ever guess it right?
They would always guess na mas
Siyempre,
bata ako.
Okay, that's the right answer.
As in decade ang taken out of my real age. Anyway, so honestly speaking, masarap 'yon, 'di ba? That's being vain or yung normal mo lang, especially for women who are growing old na. But maybe kasi ang style ko kasi parang nagpapaka-proactive ako. I was already thinking ahead na sinasabi ko na, ay nako, syempre mawawala rin yan, ano. Talaga namang tatanda ka na. I wanted not to be so hung up on it. But at the same time, I still am particular about how I would look when I go out. And siguro just to take care of your health and the health, not just physically. I said, di ba yung bewang? I would say na bantay bewang, bantayan mo yung bewang mo so that your waistline should not be more than 1/2 of your height. Let's say that again. Your waistline should not go beyond 1/2 of the measurement of your height. So, in my case, I am 5'2" 3/4. May 3/4 pa eh. So, my height in inches is 62.75. So, divided by 2, it should not go beyond 31.375. But,
okay.
that's not sexy ano pa ha.
That's just
That's
tama
just-
lang.
That's just your para bang reference point para hindi ka maging high risk for high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. etc. Ako, I really want it still as close as possible to my pre-pregnancy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And that's
which
how you
was
still...
26.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, I would go 27, 28, ganyan. So, inaano ko lang, pinaka-hover around that area ko lang. That's
How
why I
about
was
the-
able to, yeah.
Yeah, fit into the wedding
Oo,
gown.
yeah. So, yun ang style.
How about the fear? Ito, this is something I'm more curious about. What is your view on the afterlife? Kasi syempre, we're
Okay.
taught in our religion that there's eternal life, salvation. But then you personally, like, if you think about it, what do you believe in?
What I believe in is that when I believe that Jesus came and died on the cross to save us, that means that we are assured of heaven. And it is because of that I will go there. But this is so much easier said now that I
Yeah.
feel I'm not yet close to that,
Yeah.
even if I can just die any minute now, no? But I also think that as I would get really older, there would probably be flashes of doubt then na, huy talaga kaya? And sometimes nga I would joke with Papa na, sino kayo mauuna? Naku, baka maligaw ako. Because of our sense of direction nga, no? Poor sense of direction. I would joke Papa na, naku honey, baka maligaw ako, mapunta ako sa joke ko siya. And then he would jokingly reply, hindi, kaya mauna na ako so that I will pave the way. Yeah, mga ganun type.
But then even if, kasi with all the talks of religion, we always have to be aware that we can only understand it with a human,
Yes, limited
human brain, human
mind.
capacity. So our view of what heaven is like, we can never really
You can never can tell.
Yeah, you can never can tell din talaga kasi. So you just, do you get scared of it sometimes?
Siguro, pero hindi pa masyado. Parang may glimpses lang na, alam mo yung paano kung hindi naman totoo yung paniniwala mo? Di ba?
Yeah nga, and then there are so many religions, diba? So how can you
How
you be sure that if the one we believe in is correct, does that mean the others aren't correct?
Oo,
Diba?
oo nga eh. Yun nga eh. But you know, as I get older nga eh, I continue to really try to get to know him more, to try to develop a closer relationship with him kasi I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. But on the aspect of what if there's none, di ba? Yung mga iba, that would be their argument. Paano kung hindi? But as far as I can see, the people who have very strong relationships with God, they seem to be having a good life despite the challenges. So,
And despite the possibility that none of it's real.
So for argument's sake,
Uh-huh.
for argument's sake, wala. Napaganda mo naman yung buhay mo dito.
So might as well.
You might as well, di ba? And another thing pala, which is also on the realm of medyo physical and spiritual, is fear about getting old. Yung Papa and I would always talk about what we don't really want probably is to become irrelevant.
Yeah.
And that is why...
That's another aspect of quote-unquote getting old. Diba?
Yes. And that's why I'm very happy that I found this thing that I'm doing now. Sabi ko nga, maybe I will really write until my old age, until my Lola days. Kahit isa na nagbabasa. Just for my own sake. Kasi,
Just so you have something to keep going.
yeah, and even the mind, you have to keep on thinking and reading para naman okay na okay pa rin.
Now, transition to a lighter. I wanted to ask this question, a lighter question. Okay, and also these are just the questions I prepared. We're not saying that this is the framework.
Yeah,
I
they
really
can
thought
come up
of
with
this.
their own.
I really came up with these questions, and it can be about anything and everything. Okay, you and Papa plan to have 3 kids, and it's always a story about how I was planned to be a girl, but then I turned out to be a boy. Was there ever a time that you and Papa considered, why don't we have a 4th child kaya? Or did it go through your mind, his mind, anyone at all? Kahit medyo joke, pero may konting consideration.
Okay, sige. Medyo ikwento ko siguro yan. So, we had 2 boys already. So, for the 3rd, we read that thing na yung meron kang sa timing
Ng
ng conception so that it will most likely be a girl. So, we did all that. Tapos, nagkaroon pa nga ako ng false alarm noon na, oy, baka pregnant na ako. And then, hindi naman natuloy. So, nung ayoko na ng anything, basta, let's just have our 3rd. So, yun, I got pregnant again. And it's with you na. And during that time, it was not yet an SOP to have
to know the sex.
An ultrasound, yes. And even if you have naman
so you
yata
really
an
found out
ultrasound,
the moment I was out.
yes. And this is the reason naman. Kasi for Enrique, syempre, for your 2nd child, gusto mo na rin ng girl, di ba? I got sick. I had an asthma attack. So they had to do an ultrasound. And then the doctor, my OB, asked, would you like to know the gender or not? Kasi nakita niya eh. Tapos nung sinabi ko, yeah, I want. Tapos nung sinabi niya, it's another boy. Parang for 2 seconds, nalungkot ako. And then I got guilty. Kasi sabi ko, why should I be sad? It's another blessing. So sabi ko, on our 3rd, we will definitely not find out.
Oh, that's why.
So that's why I only found out. And the story goes, you know that, di ba, na even if how many were we? All 4 of us, Papa, Mama, Kuya Marty, Enrique, were all praying for a girl. When you came out, tas lumabas ka, super cute ka kaya nun. Talagang wala. I didn't feel na,
Cute ako from birth, hindi ako yung parang may alien face.
Oh, you're so chubby right away. Cute.
Naman.
You were the cutest, hands down, the cutest among the 3 of you talaga. So, as I said nga, now, di ba nung isang beses na emo ka, tinanong mo, na, were you sad? Tapos sabi ko, no, because if God appeared to me on that day and said, oops, Rose, mali, ito pala dapat, I would have said, wag na, I love this child already. So, the question, what was
But then, while we were growing up na, kasi I would think naman, kaya naman, and you guys are good parents, so did you ever consider, what if kaya we have a 4th child?
Parang wala kami talagang serious talk na, like, let's try for a girl. Kasi parang, we were more focused on the number, more than the gender.
But it never, kasi you have 5 siblings.
Papa, they're
you
6,
have
diba?
5 siblings.
Kami were 5.
You have 4 siblings. Papa has 5 siblings.
Yes.
So it's normal. You guys know what it's like to be in a big family.
But because the way families are raised is evolving, diba? From our parents.
So it never really crossed your minds na...
Siguro cross in super light crosses lang na. It's more of imagining. Ano kaya itsura?
That's it. But you never actually... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ganon siya.
Okay. That I wanted it also. But then I'm thankful that what they have and no regrets naman ako with... even if I have the, right to have any regret on not having a sister or not having any more younger.
Siguro ganun din nangyari sa amin. Para bang we just looked at the positive side of just having all boys. Just we convinced ourselves na rin. Kasi first of all, we wanted 3. So it was the number more than the gender. Ganun kami. And then as we went on, parang na-justify na rin namin na yun talaga yung gusto namin. And then, they would say pa, ay nako, kailangan nyo ng babae kasi walang mag-aalaga sa inyo pagtanda nyo.
Hindi naman.
Yan nga. Papa and I would say, hindi. Parehas lang yun. Babae o lalaki.
Hindi pa rin kami agagaan.
Sabi namin, if you brought them up well, siguro naman they will love you enough. But we didn't want din naman to really put the burden on you. na magpapaalaga kami, we will depend on you financially, physically, etc. Siyempre, we would like you to get to visit us pa rin
Yeah, of
regularly. Pero as much as possible, gusto rin namin self-sufficient. Pero dadalawin nyo kami, ha?
Yeah, of course.
Every week.
Let's talk about it in the future. Okay. Anyway, sige, my last question na. Still related to the parenting topic. When you were a first-time parent, or let's just say the early years, kahit wala pa ako, kahit si Marty lang,
yeah.
did you ever have any parang I wanna give up moment?
Hindi siya give up moment, but
Yung
I am
sobrang
so exhausted. I could die. Yes. And that was when we
Who was the...
Marty.
Kuya Marty pa lang?
Yeah, Kuya Marty pa lang. And we did not have... We were still sa Boston.
Cubao.
Sa Boston, Massachusetts, sa Cubao. And we didn't have any help at all. As in, naka-leave
So you
na
both
ako.
had jobs, right?
Yes.
So how
I
did...
had to take a leave.
It's one or the other lang.
Yeah. Alam mo, this was probably when he was only 4 months old. So, wala pa, hindi pa nagsasalita. Pero nagsosolid siya. So, at that time, on that day, I had to do like everything, every household chore in the world. So, syempre, nagluto, naghugas, naglaban, nag-alaga. Tapos, when I was feeding him now with his first solid food cereal, ano ba yun? Cerelac ba yun? So, sinusubukan ko siyang ganun. Zombie na ako. Tapos, you know what he did? Parang naramdaman niya, kinis niya ako. Wala pa siyang capability to kiss at the time. 4 months old pa lang eh.
Kasi hindi napitan ng 4 months?
No, he was on my lap. Kasi ako yung nagkikiss sa kanya. Pero siya, to kiss me, hindi pa, wala pa siya sa tricks niya yun nun eh.
Paano kanya kinis? Kinis siya ka sa arm?
He was on my lap. And maybe he felt that I was so tired. Ganun siya. Ganyan
You just
siya.
leaned in.
Naluha ako. Promise. As in, tumulo yung luha ko sa side na parang sinabi niya, that's okay, mama. Parang ganun yung pakiramdam. It's fine, baby. Ganyan ako. It's fine. I'm willing to do all this. Yun yung parang pinaka-mega moment ko ng, hirap na ako. Puyat na puyat ako. Pero, ganun na. Ang galing. Sinaktuhan ka agad siya ng halik na, oh my God, lalo ako naluha. Tapos ngumiti siya. Tapos yan, di syempre na tears of joy ako.
Wow. And that started Racing Pinoy Boys.
Oo, alam mo, kung mommy lang ako noong. I mean, if all the social media chuchubels were already were available na, I'm sure that's one super Instagrammable video.
Moment, yeah.
Oh, my baby just kissed me. Buti na lang, hindi pa uso nun. Kundi masyado rin kayo naka-expose.
What is your wait, my last question. What is your opinion about that? That every baby has an Instagram account that they don't know of.
Parang may mga na nga dyan eh. There are conversations about it na kasi may right to privacy rin yung kids mo.
Yeah.
And they are being exposed without their permission now. So, alam mo, ang hirap. And I would just say, buti na lang, when I started writing, you were all grown up and I asked permission from you, di ba? Can I bring this? I asked you to read everything that I wrote in that first book. Parang mahirap din. So, siguro for parents, wag na lang, especially yung mga kids na ganyan, baby, wag mag-overshare kasi hindi mo alam kung anong magiging effect dun sa magiging anak mo. Especially meron yung mga naka-bold pa, wag na yun. Wag na yun, di ba?
I know yung mga family pictures.
Oo, tapos yung mga pagiging naughty nila, siguro tempered na lang. The things that
stay in the household.
Yeah, yung mga ganon. Pero, alam mo, it's very hard for me din. Yeah, I don't wanna sound judgmental.
This is you kasi now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
if
in a different
mom,
era.
Mom, yeah.
Yes. And, kasi right now naman, the community is such that, yung sharing naman nila,
it's part of
also has, a good motivation Para bang, they need it for their own sanity and they're also able to help other parents go through the trials.
the same. Okay. Alright, sige. So that concludes my list of questions for my interview for the Mom and Son Date Part 2. Thank you, Ma, for answering.
Tayo. Let's swing.
Alright.
Let's swing.
So thank you guys again for listening to this episode of Mom and Son Podcast.
This has been Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the Son. Bye, guys.
Bye.
The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.